Hello everyone, happy second Sunday of Easter, also known as Divine Mercy Sunday, because on this day, we focus on the great mercy that God has on us. Even when we choose to not believe, even when we choose to doubt, even when we choose to say, you know what, Lord, I don't believe you. It's okay, well, walk with me, right? Walk with me, and let me explain to you, let me convince you, let me be with you. And as you can see, we're on the seashore. Jesus spent a lot of his time near the Sea of Galilee, before he suffered his passion, and also after he rose from the dead. He walked along the Sea of Galilee, and it is very symbolic also for today. Take a look at the sea, right? It seems boundless. There's no end, no beginning, and then it's a metaphor of God's mercy on us. God's mercy have no bounds. God's mercy have no limits. God's mercy have no conditions. As long as we want God's mercy, what we have to do is ask for it. And just like the ocean and the waves, God's mercy overwhelms us. It envelops us. But we must seek it. And this is connected to our gospel for this Sunday, because we hear about the encounter between Jesus and his apostles, and specifically the apostle Thomas. So we read that Jesus appeared for the apostles who were hiding behind locked doors in the upper room. But yet Jesus appeared to them. Right? Think about that for a second. Although the doors were locked, Jesus was still able to appear to them. Right? The locked doors is no match for Jesus, right? Think about that. Even death couldn't hold him down. Do you think locked doors will keep Jesus from coming to the apostles? No. And the same is for us, brothers and sisters. There's nothing that we can do, say, think that can keep Jesus from coming to us. No sin, no evil, nothing can keep the Lord from loving us. And so he goes through those locked doors, and he says what? He says, peace be with you. Not once, but twice. Peace be with you. Because he knew that the apostles were afraid. They were afraid of the Jews, because they were afraid that Jesus was dead. They're going to come for them now. So Jesus says, peace be with you. What are those things, brothers and sisters, that are causing our hearts to fear, causing our hearts to be worried, maybe causing even us to not believe? Is it the pressures of the world? Is it the temptations of the enemy? What are those things that make us waver? Jesus says to us, peace be with you. And then when Jesus first sees the apostles, Thomas is not there, right? But then Thomas is there the second time, and Jesus comes back, and Jesus again says, peace be with you. Why? Because after the first time, when the apostles told Thomas that Jesus is here, he is back from the dead, he's alive, Thomas said, nope, I won't believe you. I will not believe unless I see the wounds on his hands and feet and his side and put my fingers through them. Unless I do that, I will not believe. And so, of course, Jesus was like, okay. He comes to him, says, Thomas, here I am. Put your finger in my nail wounds. And do not be unbelieving, but believe. And what does Thomas do? He drops to his knees and he says, my Lord and my God. Brothers and sisters, there will be times in our lives when we might doubt. When we might doubt God's love for us. That we might doubt God's mercy. That we might doubt God's presence. We need to always remember this encounter between Thomas and Jesus, and the apostles and Jesus. That there is no barrier, no locked door, no doubt that can keep Jesus from loving us. And there is no sin too great for God's mercy. And at the end, Jesus says, Thomas, you believe because you saw. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe. That points to us, brothers and sisters. We were not with Jesus when he was walking on earth. But we're here now. And yes, we may not see Jesus walking on the sea here, on the beach, or on the boardwalk, or in our houses or rooms or schools or hallways, but he is here, right? He's here in the sacraments. He's here in the Eucharist. So yes, we might not see Jesus in his glorified body, but we see him, his real presence, sacramentally. I'm just waiting for the wind to die down a bit. But are we aware of his presence? Are we aware when Jesus does come through those locked doors of our lives? Or are we like Thomas, not even there when he comes to us? Brothers and sisters, on this Divine Mercy Sunday, on the second Sunday of Easter, let us never forget the great love and mercy God has for us, that it is just like the water, as vast as the water and the sky and the sand, the seashore. That as long as we want his mercy, he wraps us with his mercy. He envelops us with his mercy. But unless I walk to the water, I won't be enveloped. Right? I can't say, okay, God, you say you love me, well, come love me. Okay. But am I open to his love? Am I going to walk towards his love? Walk towards the water? Brothers and sisters, this week, I pray that you and I, this is my challenge for all of us, that we look closely into our hearts and look at those locked doors, those barriers, those fears, those anxieties, those worries that keep us from receiving Jesus' love and mercy. And let's invite Jesus inside our hearts today. Say, yes, Lord, I know you can walk through locked doors. I know you are more powerful than sin and death. Come into my heart, and I want to receive your peace. Because brothers and sisters, Jesus is always waiting for us. In fact, he's waiting right now. God bless you.